Hello everyone and welcome back to Hackcert. Today in this video we will be discussing about the Parrot Security operating system. Now Parrot Security operating system is a very popular alternative to Kali Linux. Now if you don't know about Kali Linux, then in the previous video we have discussed about Kali Linux. I have given a brief introduction to it, about how the interface looks and also about the different desktop environments, how to download it, etc, etc. You can go ahead and watch that video. The link will be in the description. But today we will be discussing about Parrot Security operating system, which is a great alternative for Kali Linux operating system. Alright, so let's get started.
Now if you haven't subscribed yet, then please hit the red subscribe button and also hit the bell notification icon so that you remain notified each time we upload a video.
So this is the Wikipedia page of the Parrot Security operating system. Here it gives you an overview about the security testing distribution. Now it says that Parrot Security operating system, or Parrot Sec, is a Linux distribution based on Debian. This too is a Debian based Linux distribution like Kali Linux, with a focus on computer security. It is designed for penetration testing, vulnerability assessment and mitigation, computer forensics and anonymous web browsing. It is developed by the Frozen Box team. Now, when it comes to Kali Linux versus Parrot OS, I recommend Parrot OS for those people who are having a very low-end computer or whose computer isn't that resourceful, because Parrot Security operating system is based on Debian. It is extremely lightweight, although it has a lot of tools in it, but it is lightweight and it doesn't consume much resources while it runs. Alright, so if you have a computer that is less in resources, then it is very good choice to install or run Parrot OS side by side, or maybe by replacing the operating system as a whole if you want to. Now Parrot Security is intended to provide a suite for penetration testing tools used for attack mitigation, security research, forensics and vulnerability assessment. Now it comes mainly in 3 to 4 versions, like you have the home version, the studio version and the ARM version. You can download the main one that is mainly used for security is the one that contains all the hacking tools and all. So if you want to download that, then go ahead and open up this link. It is in the description. This will land you to this page. It says Parrot Security 4.4. This is the latest version as of now while recording this video. And it says that Parrot Security is our complete all-in-one environment for penetration testing, privacy, digital forensics, reverse engineering and software development. The system includes a full arsenal of security-oriented tools to cover many categories of the work of a penetration tester or pen tester. It is available in 64-bit as well as 32-bit. When it comes to Kali Linux, we saw that the different desktop environments, most of the desktop environments did not have a 32-bit version. So if you have a very old computer and you want to replace the operating system out there with a new operating system or any Linux distribution, then you can go ahead with the 32-bit version, especially if you have an old computer or laptop that has Windows XP installed in it. You can go ahead with the 32-bit version, or you can also go ahead with the 64-bit version. Any one is downloadable. You can use any one of them. Both of them are lightweight. Both of them are based on the Mate desktop environment, which we have seen that the Kali Linux also has a Mate desktop environment version. Now the size of the Parrot Security operating system is quite huge, 3.6 GB. It is even bigger than that of Kali Linux. Now this is because it has more tools compared to Kali Linux. Alright, Parrot Security operating system has some tools that are also used in the field of IoT hacking, but some of those tools are not found in Kali Linux. I'll be showing you a few of them, which you will see that it's not pre-installed in Kali Linux. So in that sense, Parrot OS is a bit better compared to Kali Linux. Alright, but there are some issues regarding Parrot Security operating system. The main issue is that it has a lot of bugs. Most of the tools don't work properly. Like there is a very popular tool that is used to hack browsers, like the Beef XSS framework, which doesn't work in Parrot Security operating system properly, at least in my case, what I have seen. The Metasploit framework also doesn't work properly. It shows some errors. So these are some of the errors that I have seen, but frankly speaking, when it comes to smoothness and availability of tools, Parrot Security operating system is a bit ahead of Kali Linux, all right? So if your main intention is to get an operating system that has a lot of tools but will not consume much resources, then Parrot Security operating system is a better choice over Kali Linux. So now let's have a look at the operating system as a whole. So this is how a typical Parrot Security operating system interface looks. This is the wallpaper. You can see the picture of a parrot over here, and then you can see some of a powder type coloring material coming out of the feathers of the parrot, but that's not the main topic of the discussion. So here we have on the top left hand corner, you can see applications. Here you can see accessories. You have some of the accessories or the extra tools, as I should say, compared to Kali Linux. You have a lot of extra tools, like you have the Atom text editor, very popular text editor when it comes to coding. Then AnonServe, this is a tool that helps you maintain your anonymity on the internet. This is a very popular tool, and if you just select this anonymous AnonServe start, this will basically encrypt all your traffic, and it will not broadcast your real IP address to the website you are surfing into by any sort. If you want to make any sort of FTP or SSH connection, then also your real IP address won't be broadcasted. Then you have cryptography, education, games. All these things are not important when it comes to ethical hacking and penetration testing. The main important thing is that you need to go to this parrot over here. This parrot, you can see over here, parrot is written. And if you hover over your mouse over there, you can see most used tools that are mostly used in the field of ethical hacking. You can see AirCrackNG, Armitage, Burp Suite, EDB debugger. Then you have EtherCap, Johnny. These are, you have Kayak. This is a car hacking tool. Now, as I said, these things are not found in Kali Linux. You have car hacking tools. This falls under the IoT hacking segment, all right? Then you have tools like Multigo, OPH Crack, WaspZap, Vega, WebScarab, ZenMap, etc. Then as usual, you have information gathering, all the tools that we had taken a look at in the previous video. These tools are more or less the same, but some of the tools you will see they are not similar or not found in Kali Linux. I'll show you a few of them. Let me see. One of them is over here probably. No, it will be in the exploitation tools. Where is that tool? Vulnerability analysis. Yeah, over here. OpenVAS. I forgot where it actually is located. Actually, this is a very popular vulnerability scanner. It is an open vulnerability assessment scanner. This works kind of similar to Nessus, which is a paid utility and very popular in the enterprise environment when it comes to vulnerability scanning and all that stuff. And OpenVAS is just kind of a open source or free alternative to Nessus. All right. This comes pre-installed in what should I say, in Parrot OS. You just need to do all the configurations and all that are needed once the tool has been installed in your system. Then you have database assessment. These are tools that you will see in Kali Linux as well. Then you have automotive. All right, these fall under the IoT hacking. You have this Kayak car hacking tool. Then these are basically CAN utils. These tools are mainly dealt with, or these tools fall under the IoT hacking segment, and I shouldn't be discussing about all these in this video, all right? Because I personally don't have much knowledge about IoT hacking. It is a completely different segment. Then you have reverse engineering. We have seen that in the Kali Linux, but here you will see that you will find a lot of extra tools compared to Kali Linux. You have reporting tools as well. Some of the tools you will see that is not present in Kali Linux. Then you have system services. We have seen that beef is present, OpenVAS, Metasploit. Then you have HTTP. You can start or stop the Apache server if you want. You can start and stop the beef framework if you want. Then there are SSH. You can SSH client. You have a SSH client. You can start or restart or stop it. You have Postgres, you can start, restart or stop it, OpenVAS, Metasploit, so many things. And so this basically is a quick overview of the Parrot Security operating system. We have tools that are mainly used for programming over here, like you can see Atom Text Editor. Sound and volume, you have VLC Media Player pre-installed, which is not the case in Kali Linux, I believe. And then you have system tools. Here you can see some of the tools, like you have the root terminal, then you have UX terminal, Xterm. Actually, this operating system, I actually like Parrot OS over Kali Linux, but the main reason why I don't like using it is because it has a lot of bugs, all right. It will show you a lot of errors whenever you do something or the other. This error will come up, that error. I'm not saying that it will come in each and every tool that you will be using, but it does come most of the time. So that's why I prefer Kali Linux over Parrot OS. Moreover, there is a big community behind Kali Linux compared to Parrot OS. So that's another reason to use Kali Linux over Parrot OS. Here you have menu, you can see on the bottom left hand corner. Here too you can search for, if you just tap on Parrot, then you can see some of the popular tools that are widely used. You can get it from here as well. You can also get it from the application as well. I generally prefer to use this application menu compared to this menu that's over here. You have a small graphical like thing over here which basically shows you how much CPU is being used. Then you have places, you can open up your home folder or desktop, Parrot, Parrot and many other things. Then you have system, you can over here, you can change the look and feel of the uh, um, operating system as well. It has a few themes pre-installed, so if you just change the, you can tweak the what should I say, the desktop environment to make it consume more RAM or make it consume more resources, or make it consume lesser amount of resources. You have control panel, which is similar to like the settings menu. You can do a lot of tweaks in the settings as well, and you can log out or shut down the system from here. You can tweak the volume from here as well. If I just maximize it, you can see the sound of a water bubble. You can not see, sorry, can you hear the sound of a water bubble? That's where it is. Here you have a small symbol of up and down arrows, which basically mean that you are connected to the internet. This wired connection one, if you see that, and if you see this disconnect option, then it means that you are connected, all right. If you are connected, then only you can disconnect. You have the date and time displayed over here. If you just tap on it, you will see that the date and the time is written over here, which is not the real date and time, I believe. The date is okay, but the time is not. Anyways, so here you have the Firefox web browser, which is the web browser that you'll use to surf the internet. Then you have the terminal. I actually got into the terminal quite late in this video. So if you want, you can zoom in. You can type in your favorite commands as well, ls, cd, desktop, ls, and you can see, you can browse through the different directories as I have shown you in this video, in this particular case. Now the look and feel of the terminal is a bit different compared to that of Kali Linux. It is you can see that on top you get to see the username and then the directory in which you are over here, and the cursor blinks on the next line, all right. In Kali Linux, what happens, you see root at Kali, and then you see a colon and a tilde, and then you see the dollar sign, and after that the cursor blinks. All those are pretty much on one single line itself, but in this one you see a type of a arrow enter type thing, and then you have the dollar sign over here on the next line and not on the same line in which the username has been displayed. Alright, so if I close the terminal, if you go to this, this is a text editor which name is Pluma or Pluma, whatever you call it. This is a text editor. You can use it for coding purposes, anything you want. You can do it anything. You can code as well or do any other stuff you want. Basically whatever a text editor can be used for. Let me quit without saving. Right, so that was a quick overview of the Parrot Security operating system. I didn't go deep into it because most of the tools, as I said, that you will see, you will be seeing those in Kali Linux as well. So as I said, Parrot Security operating system has more tools compared to Kali Linux, and it is quite light and low resource hungry compared to Kali Linux. These are the two main reasons why people prefer Parrot OS over Kali Linux. But as I said, Parrot OS has a few bugs. It will sometimes show you bugs. That's another reason why people like to avoid Parrot OS. Alright. So it's up to you. Whichever one you want, you can use. I have been using Parrot OS for quite a long time now. I also use Kali Linux as well. I am comfortable with both, but when it comes to tools, I prefer Parrot OS because you need to download them, all right, in Kali Linux. Most of the time, the tools are not present in Kali Linux, and you need to download them in Kali Linux. But that's a rare case, and most of the common tools are found in both the operating systems. So you can choose whichever one you want depending upon your needs. In the upcoming videos, slowly be jumping into the different types of tools that are used in the different segments or different parts of the hacking methodology. So that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.